single degree of freedom oscillator is subjected to harmonic excitation f of t is equal to f naught cos omega t as shown in the figure. The non-zero value of omega for which the amplitude of force transmitted to the ground will be f naught is. These are the options, and this is the configuration given where m is the mass, k is the stiffness of the spring, c is the damping coefficient, and ft is the external excitation, which is a cosine function. Right? So this is a question from force transmissibility. Therefore, according to force transmissibility, we can write the transmissibility ratio as ft by f naught is equal to under root 1 plus 2 xi r whole square by 1 minus r square whole square plus 2 xi r square. Here we are writing r is equal to omega by omega n, where omega is the external excitation angular frequency and omega n is the natural angular frequency of the spring mass damper system given. In this equation, Ft is the force transmitted to the ground and F naught is the amplitude of external excitation. This can be observed from the equation of external excitation given, that is Ft is equal to F naught into cos omega t. Right? It is also given in the question that the amplitude of force transmitted to the ground is equal to F naught. Let's substitute this equation in the above equation of transmissibility ratio. This is what we get, right? We are replacing Ft is equal to F naught, so the left hand side becomes 1. Right? Now, let's try to separate out the denominator and numerator from the right hand side by bringing the denominator in the right hand side to the left hand side. This is what we get. Right? Now, let's try to square this, and the last line is what we get. 1 minus r square whole square plus 2 xi r whole square is equal to 1 plus 2 xi r whole square. Right? Now, we can observe that there is a term 2 xi r whole square which is present in both the left hand side and right hand side. So, let's cancel that out. So, we are left with 1 minus r square whole square is equal to 1. Let's try to take the square root on the left hand side and right hand side. So we get 1 minus r square is equal to plus or minus 1. We need to check out for two conditions where case 1 is 1 minus r square is equal to 1. Let's try to simplify this. After simplification, we get r square is equal to 0. But initially we have considered that r is equal to omega by omega n. Let's substitute that here. From this, we get omega is equal to 0. But in the question, it was asked that we need to find out omega, which is a non-zero value. So this cannot be the possible answer to this question. Let's move on to case 2 and find out whether we can find the non-zero value of omega. Case 2 is 1 minus r square is equal to minus 1. Upon simplification, we get r square is equal to root 2. Now, taking square root, we get r is equal to 2. We can write that as omega by omega n whole square is equal to 2 or omega by omega n is equal to root 2. Both are one and the same, right? From this, we can write that omega is equal to root 2 into omega n. But for a basic spring mass system, the natural frequency is given by square root of k by m. Hope you guys remember that. Now let's substitute that omega n is equal to under root k by m in the above equation. So we get omega is equal to under root 2k by m, which is a non-zero value as asked in the question. Therefore, the correct answer to this question is option C.